Hello.
Bobby, it's Peaky Pundit here, mate. How you doing?
Bob, what's happening, mate?
Yeah, not bad, Peaky. Not bad, mate.
Good. You sound deflated. You sound like a man who's broken after the season we've had, mate. Talk to me.
Oh, mate, Peaky. I've never turned my back. I still haven't turned my back. I'm a season ticket holder, but I wasn't going to go today, and I'm glad I didn't go today because what's happened sums it up. Sums up the last.
Well, Bob, what
games.
Bob, what has happened, mate? What has happened?
What's happened? You tell me what's happened to the last 5 years. It's happened again. This season, it's going to happen again. Next season, it's going to happen again and again and again. Because
Bob, listen, we know, obviously, look, since Sir Alex Ferguson's left, we're chopping and changing it too quick. We're looking for instant results. What needs to change at the club for us to try and get a bit of stability back, try and have a bit of a vision?
Is it big name signings? Is it director of football? Is it you tell me, Bob? What's your thoughts?
We've tried we've tried the big name signings. We've tried the managers that the board want to get in place. We've tried all sorts. We've tried blooding the youth. You know, we've tried all sorts. What haven't we tried? I'll tell you what we haven't tried. We haven't tried to get someone in there who can go out and pluck these players that everyone else seems to pick up at a fraction of the price that we eventually get them at. What do? We go for these mercenaries that want the 300 grand a week. What are you going to get if you get those players?
Bob, do you agree with letting Herrera go?
Should we let Herrera go? I'll tell you what, if you want passion, if you want drive, if you want a spokesperson, if you want a bit of hunger, then yeah, Herrera's your man.
Is he good enough? Is he good enough though?
If you want 200 grand a week, then would I be willing to give Herrera 200 grand a week and him hold us to ransom for 200 grand a week? I think I would have let him go.
But do you think now the club, because we've had Alexis Sanchez for a season now on a ridiculous wage as not even a squad player, you know, he's hardly fit a lot of the time, do you think now we've set ourselves up for failure in that sense, where the whole contract negotiations is just a mess, and it will be a mess moving forward because players will know, you know, what they can potentially get out of the club because of what Sanchez was paid, for example?
Scouts on approach, yeah, of course they will. They'll say, yeah, a player is... Money talks at the end of the day. If United want to be stupid enough to pay someone 300-400 grand a week, come in, you know, make their apology the day after a horrible, terrible performance, come out and do a scripted apology, then that player won't give a shit, and he'll do that as long as he gets 200-300 grand a week. Well, now we're talking 300-400 grand a week. Then as long as that's the case, then that cancer of that type of player is going to spread within the squad, and everyone's got an excuse, and that's just the way of the modern football, right?
Bob, with the comments you've just made there about players coming out and apologising after poor performances, obviously we saw Paul Pogba after the Everton performance when we lost 4-0 away from home. He come out and he apologised publicly. Again today, after the lap of honour, when he was going into the tunnel, I'm not sure if you saw the video that's gone viral where a fan's abusing him and obviously giving him a lot of shit basically for his performance and the team's performance. Where do you stand on something like that? Is it responsibility, you know, a lot on someone like Pogba? Do you think he's you know, being left to hang out to dry a little bit because of the players around him aren't good enough? What's your take on him and his performances?
From my thought, you know, he was doing it, the shirt was off, the abs were out, and he was doing his, you know, clutching his hands together, doing his apology, pointing into the crowd, making it about him, trying to say it's not his fault, but he's sorry. But listen, this time last year, he was getting ready, and he took all the plaudits of delivering or helping deliver a World Cup.
Yeah.
12 months on, he's got a few assists, he's got a few goals, the big games have come, the big games have gone, and I've not seen him.
But surely, you know, look, he's been our top goal scorer this season. Surely there's other players in the firing line ahead of him.
Is he surrounded in a team full of shit, basically? That's what I think. That's what I think is.
I tell you what, I get what you're saying. You don't win the league with an elite midfield footballer, right? At the end of the day, you win the league if your keeper's solid. And again, our keeper has been phenomenal for the last 3-4 years, 5 years, but he hasn't been solid. And if you've got the Chuckle fucking brothers at the back, yeah, and you're going to keep picking them, yeah, you're going to keep picking them, you're going to get the same shit. If you've got a right back who is a friggin' right winger and was at his best about
used to be a number 10. Used to be a number 10.
Yeah, and if you've got a left back who has been voted out player of the year, but he's not challenged. Luke Shaw is playing by default because there's no challenger to Luke Shaw's
True,
position.
very true. Yeah.
No, I agree with that.
If Luke Shaw had someone behind him who he knew could replace him if he had a bad game, then Luke Shaw would perform and be a lot sharper than he is.
Could that be said?
Could
That be said for many of the positions though across the starting 11 that we don't have enough quality and depth to put pressure on people that if they're not performing that they will be out the team and replaced the following week?
I think so, because since Solskjaer's come in, everyone's been harping on about Rashford this, Rashford that. The fact of the matter is there's no one behind Rashford good enough to come in to say, listen, you've stopped banging the goals in, you're out, someone else is in.
See, I'm on the other opposite end of that, in the sense that for me Rashford is still young, still very inexperienced, and I believe he needs a world-class number 9 that he can play alongside to look up to, like we had it with Ibrahimovic when he was there. Whereas now we're kind of looking at Rashford as being the main number 9 and the main goal scorer, an attacking player for United. Do you think it would be better if he had someone to look up to, you know, who was a bit more experienced but could lead the line with him kind of supporting?
I get that. I get that to an extent. I do get that to an extent. But Rashford wanted to be number 9. Jose was saying, you know, Jose's playing him out wide. He's playing him on the left wing. He's playing him on the right wing. He's not playing him up in through the middle. You play him through the middle, you'll see a different Rashford. Rashford in January rocks up at Wembley.
Yeah.
He banged one past Maurice and everyone's saying, you know, now you watch this boy go. I haven't even seen him bloody start, let alone go.
Agreed.
Bob, alright, wanna finish it off here, mate. Me and Peaky been chatting, you know, in the car, you know, putting a time scale on how long it's going to take to get back to the heights of where we were, let alone just compete for the title.
Okay.
Give me a time frame. Give me a time frame.
Let me put this out there. Let me put this out there. This isn't no knee-jerk comment because we've lost and the run of the last 10 games has been bad. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was having a chilled life in Norway at Molde. He came over to help us out for a few months. We've hung him out to dry by giving him a contract. We're going to hang him out to dry by supposedly giving him a bit of money. And that poor United legend, I guarantee you this now, if he's not gone before the start of the season, come December, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will not be our manager, because the philosophy and the actual decision making of this club won't change. It's going to be more of this knee-jerk reaction, purchases and signings to try and develop the club commercially, and there will be no effort made to try and take us up there to match Liverpool and Man City. It won't happen in the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It won't happen until we have a complete sea change of the way we want to run and operate this club. It's an archaic club. It's not developing. It's not going forward. And it's in its rightful position, which is 6th, and with 7 breathing down its neck, and that's the position our club is in, and that's where it's going to stay. If you're a realist, you've got to accept that. If you want to buy into the romance that we're going to suddenly start blooding 5, 6, 7 youngsters from the youth team, and the class of 92 is going to be the class of 2019, then you've got another thing coming, and you need to wake up.
Bob, listen, 100% agree with you, mate. I couldn't agree more. I don't think you're going to get another class of 92 come through. Maybe 1 or 2 at best are going to make it and be squad players for the next 2 or 3 years from the youth team. You know, I think the modern day game has changed a lot since it had back in the early 90s. But look, really valued your points there, and it'll be good. We're going to make a note on this vlog as well, me and producer Pav, and we're going to check back in at about December time to see, you know, because I do completely understand what you're saying. For me, the club is all about commercially driven now. It's about the money that's coming in as opposed to the titles we're winning. But listen, thanks a lot for joining us, and thanks a lot for your thoughts, mate.
Thanks, guys. Keep up the good work. Great blogging, great commentary and analysis post-match. I look forward to speaking to you and seeing you guys next season.
Brilliant, Bob.
Cool.
Nice
Cheers,
one, mate.
Bob.
Take care,
Cheers,
mate. Nice
mate.
speaking to you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks for checking out the latest fan cam. Don't forget to subscribe on all the socials at Peaky Pundit to keep up to date with all the latest content. Also, if you haven't already,